Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Ys 1 Part Finale! And we're gonna beat the game in this video. You may be wondering, how are we gonna beat the game in this video? You're only on floor 11 of the 25 floor Darm Tower. Because if you remember last video, we fought the penultimate boss after a lot of struggling, a lot of getting lost, a lot of backtracking through this tower. I've had to walk through this fucking tower 4 times now. I am so sick of it. But, you know, we beat the final, well, not the final boss, we beat the, next to last boss, got all the stuff we need, made it to the final door, and then it wouldn't let us through. Because apparently, we forgot to go talk to this dude again, and he should give us something that'll let us open that door. Now, I don't know if he'll only, I think he'll only give you this once you meet Rhea. So that's the kind of reason you need to do that. It's really quite odd. I've never met the girl before, yet I'm absolutely terrified for her. Wait, is that? Why do you have the Book of Gemma? That's my family's ancestral album. I lost it when I was a little boy, and I've always wondered where it may have gotten to. Back then, my father told me something. He said the one who found all 6 books of Ys would turn into a fucking god, granted power to bring peace back to Asteria. Adal, this is another ancient heirloom passed down to my family, and I'd like for you to have it. Blue amulet. It's so much better than the necklace. My leg is a bit worse than I previously thought. I think I'll stay here in safety and rest for a bit longer. I'll be fine. You have to go, right? I mean, we do technically have a healing potion that we're like never going to use, so you could have that if you really desperately wanted it. Or we could leave the ring with you, or we could just mercy kill you if that's, what you would prefer. I mean, I don't personally have a preference. So yeah, now we have to go all the way back to floor 24. So, we're like over 2 minutes into the video, and we're already experiencing our first cut. Whoop! I am a big fan of this part. I mean, granted, it wouldn't be so bad if we hadn't missed the evil ring at first. Like, if I didn't have to backtrack all the way down to the literal first floor again, it wouldn't be so bad. Also, where the hell am I going? Like, that's the other thing, is that, like, I've gone through this tower so many times, and everything looks the fucking same, that it just, like, it all turns to mush in my head. Like, I can never tell where the hell I'm supposed to go. You would think I'd be a master at it by now, considering how many times I've gone through this area, but I'm not. I've got no clue what I'm doing. Like, right now, I have no clue where we are. The only thing I know is that we're supposed to be looking for the air tunnel. Here we go. But yeah, I should probably quit talking so that we can cut over to floor 24 and the final boss that awaits behind that door. Alright, so we've made it back to before the final boss. I'm sitting on 1 HP, so that gives you a good idea of how annoying it was to get back here. This final section sucks. Everything else was mainly pretty easy. I didn't even get stuck on the first mirror puzzle this time, because on the last video when I was going back to get the evil ring, I got stuck on the first mirror puzzle for very longer than I'd care to admit. But also, one thing I kind of wanted to show off, the reason we're not at the actual 25th floor yet, is because on the way back here, I mentioned, well, we had the thing with those bugs in that long hallway that was really, really annoying to get through. What you're supposed to use the mirror, which I've never shown off in this game, but that's the mirror. And it like stuns enemies, and then you can really hit them, and that's what you're supposed to do there. But in my defense, we didn't have the mirror at the time. I can't remember how it works. I think if you use it too much, it'll break. I don't know if it has like a finite number of uses, or if you can use it infinitely as long as you don't use it like back to back. But it's pretty decently little powerful item that I kind of forget exists a lot of times. But like I said, in my defense, when I did that section the first time, we didn't have the mirror because we didn't go back. We missed those chests on the first floor. Oh man, that was very annoying. But we should, and if the door repels me, I'm gonna be very mad. Well, I mean, to say the least. Let's equip our amulet. I don't know if you actually have to have it equipped, but let's go. Oh, fuck me, man. I hate this fight. It's short. It's short, that's all. Once again, for full disclosure, before we jump into the actual, revealing who the final boss is, I've kind of been, also we should, for the first time, we will do it without the silver equipment just to showcase how ridiculous it is. But you know, this is another fight that I highly doubt I'll be able to finish while talking. In fact, I mean, you know, worst case scenario, if I don't finish it at all, back when I played the game, you know, in a quote unquote practice run, even though that's not really what it was. And that wasn't the intention, it was just I wanted to play the game. But I did make some, you know, preparations for when I inevitably LP'd it, because I did record me beating the final boss, so there is a recording of that plus the credits, and worst case scenario, I will have to do that and do like post commentary over it. But hopefully that won't happen, but man, this fight is quite annoying. But let's jump in. Well now, you must be the swordsman dear Rhea spoke of. Your efforts to acquire the books of Ys have been truly impressive. I salute you. But in unlocking the secrets contained therein, you have brought my plan full circle. Upon your death here today, the name of Dark Fact shall be seared into the pages of history. Your efforts shall all be in vain. With your final breath, you will curse your weakness. So, this is the final boss. He shoots fucking meteors at you. It's really fast. You can't hit him, and you die instantly because you get all the silver equipment. Oh my god, that fight's so dumb. So, what you really want to do is have the silver stuff equipped. And you will die, instead of dying in 10 seconds, you'll only die in 20 seconds. So it's much easier. Okay, how the fuck do this? So basically the way you want to do this fight is you're going to take damage. You can't avoid that. This is a do more damage than he can do to you faster. It's kind of like Rockman in that sense. In the sense that you just have to accept you're going to take massive amounts of damage. But, it's a lot more difficult because A, he can also one-shot you like that, because the way it works is when he takes damage over a tile, it disappears, I think, is the actual... I can't remember how the way the disappearing tiles work. And it's kind of hard to pay attention to while talking and doing this ridiculous fight. Yeah, so it's whenever he takes damage over a tile, it disappears. Which can be really bad because you can destroy yourself. Like, you can trap yourself in and other things. And this is like, it's a weird fight because an actual successful attempt, it looks very easy, right? Like, you don't realize how hard it is until you actually have to do it. Because if you go up and you can, you know, there's videos of people beating on the internet previously to this, and it looks like so easy that you just fucking hit him, lol. I mean, what's the problem? You just hit him. It's not that hard, but the actual fight itself is a lot more difficult than it looks, because of just the sheer fact of, I mean, you can't dodge the meteors. Like, you can kind of, but it's like, it's so much better to just try and focus on keeping up with them. But you also have to be careful, and because of like when you hit him, right? Okay, well, that was messed. I'm messing up here because see, like we messed up now, and we're stuck to this tiny little area. And that actually reminds me, I do have a funny clip that I might actually just cut it in now if I remember. Of one of the attempts of this fight where I got him down to literally one hit, and then I trapped myself on a one block tile. And then had to stand there for 10 seconds as meteors hit me in the face as he danced around in front of me at 1 HP and I couldn't kill him, and I actually wanted to die when that happened. So if I remember, I'll definitely put that clip in somewhere, probably about right here. We'll flail around at him for a few more minutes before we just you know, I don't know, because I just don't really think, and I may be able to beat it while talking, but I will have to take some time to practice him because it's just learning his. I mean, he has a pattern, right? But One of the key things you can actually do is if you learn his initial pattern is basically the same, like the pattern he takes at the start. Like we're doing decent at damaging him, but we just weren't doing it fast enough because we were taking too much meteor damage. Which really, I think it's just best to completely ignore the meteors and just focus on yourself, because they're a little too hard to dodge, you know, while also considering. So that's one good thing, because if you can do that, if you can like follow him like this. Like when he does these like long sweeps across, but sometimes that'll happen and it just one-shots you, which is very frustrating. Honestly, that's probably one of the most annoying things in the fight, is because you can be doing like really well there. Like we got off to a good start, we had way more HP than he did, and then we just died instantly because, you know. Because he pretty much will always, and then he goes, ah, we messed up. We messed up big time there. And then sometimes you get in these situations where you just can't fucking catch him. He's too fast. He's too fast, he's too powerful. He cannot be stopped. He's the most powerful man known to existence. Ah, God, man. God, man. Oh, man. Okay, so the recording is at 15 minutes. Granted, that includes me running all the way back up here from 411. So I'll give it 5 more minutes. Of on-screen talky-talk attempts before I go into severe practice mode of ultimate wisdom and power. Please, sir. We were doing decent there. It's just hard because there's so many things you have to focus on. You have to focus on, you know, not taking too much damage from the meteors. You gotta focus on actually hitting him. You gotta focus on when you can hit him because it creates the things. Because if you mess up, you can either A, instantly kill yourself by being on the tile as it's destroyed, or you can fuck yourself due to like cutting the arena off, like kind of like what we just did there. God. The one benefit is that the fights are quick. You know, they last about 30 seconds. And you can, the dialogue isn't too much of it, you know. It gets you back into the fights. Like, this is a pretty good arena we've got set up. Okay, that's not good. Well, we still have a little bit of freedom. Ah, shit. No! No! You asshole. Oh. Why? Why do you gotta be like this? Dude, my dude, a doll. Why? Why can't you be stronger? He's just so fast, it's just so hard to keep up with him, you know? I think that's a mistake I make too much of, like, just trying to chase him, when really you have to, like, predict his movements, right? Because, I mean, his movements are fairly predictable for the most part. You know, he's just like bouncing. It's just like, you know, the old like DVD things where like when it would go on pause and it would bounce into the corners. You know, it's a predictable pattern for the most part, but it's, you know, predicting it while also taking into account the diminishing arena size. I mean, it's already a small arena to begin with. You don't have that much room, and you know, there's infinite meteors of doom always attacking you. Okay, we messed up kind of bad here, so we need to. Okay, come on, come on. No. Nope, 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 nope. Suppose we were just like walked straight through the teleporting thingy. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. We can do it, we can do it. I believe. Let's go. Come on. Suck it to me. We just took too much damage from the meteors. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, we've got him even, but he won't come to me. No. No. No! We had him so close, but we cut our arena off. Come on. I believe. You cannot defeat me, Mr. Dark Fact. I'm too persistent and powerful to be stopped by an insignificant fast man such as you. Oh god, this is bad. We cut ourselves off. We have an awful arena to work with. Ah. It's just so hard to get that last, like, fourth of his HP. Because you just have such little arena to work with, you know? A lot of it's just sometimes it feels like luck, you know? Like, honestly, I think we maybe, like, shouldn't be that aggressive and, like, completely cut a big swath. Like, that's kind of one of the best, is when you can, like, hit them on the same path twice. Like that. Like, that's a kind of good thing. Now we just kind of fucked up there and, you know, fell off into the abyss because we were doing too well. You know, we didn't move off of them in time. Because you just can never... Okay. We didn't get very many hits in. Got a hit in there, but we kind of cut ourselves off. There's too many meteors, man. There's too many. That was an awful attempt. Okay, this will be... We'll do two more. We'll do this one and one more. And then I'll just have to... Yeah, no. Because, I mean, I don't think the talking actually affects this one as much. This is kind of more like Batman, where it's a little bit easier to do while talking. Because at the... Oh, fuck, man. Oh, we cut ourselves off. No, he's so low! Oh. I don't know. We keep getting close. It keeps teasing me. I know I can do this. I mean, I know I can do it because I've done it before, you know? I mean, there is still absolute worst case scenario. I have a recording of this fight, of me actually doing it, which is nice. Oh my god. This game, man. This game. Come on. Alright, this is it. This is it. This is it. Right here, right here, right here, right now. You cannot defeat me, Mr. Dark Fact. Ah, you defeated me, Mr. Dark Fact. We were actually doing really well there. We were even with him on HP, we were a little bit more than even with him on HP. We had an okay arena. Okay. Ah, god. He keeps bouncing the wrong way. Sir. No. 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 Why? Why do you do this to me? Alright, last one. 4 reels. Last one. Okay, not a good start. Not what I would call a good start at all. Okay, decent. Things are going decent. No! 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 It's so sad. You just have to sit there and get pelted by meteors while you can't do anything. Alright, for real, last one. I know we're 7 tries past last one, but that's the thing that's like so addictive about this fight, because it's so short, you know? In that you always, it's not that big of a deal. It's like the reason like why I don't find this fight that egregious, despite how absolutely retarded it is because at least it kind of respects your time, in the sense that like you can do it over and over again pretty quickly. Oh, we keep getting so close. It's a very like, you know. Oh god, my controller just came unplugged. Maybe that's a sign of I should stop talking. Okay, for real. Last one. Absolute. Oh god. This is not a good. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh, he's too fast! I messed up. I got stuck on geometry. He's too powerful. He cannot be defeated. Alright, for real. That was the last one. No! No! Why? No! Please, sir! Come in the middle! Yo, this is it. This is the urn. I feel it. As long as we don't somehow get one shot. As long as you don't get one shot or trap ourselves. As long as we don't get one shot or trap ourselves. We actually threw it. Motherfucker. Yo, come here, my dude. No, that was the closest we've gotten. Man. We need to put 2 more hits, 3 more hits. All right, this is it. This is it. It's 100%. There's no 0% chance of failure. Absolutely not, unless we completely fuck up the very beginning. That's kind of what I call completely fucking up the very beginning. We're doing okay. But okay is not good enough. Come on, man. That's just not even fucking nice. This is so... Oh my god, I just don't know, man. Oh, come on! What? I mean, we're gonna win that attempt anyway, but still, give me a break. Look how many meteors there are! No! 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 Are you kidding me? He had 1 hit! Oh my god, we've almost got him! Come on, you can do it, man. I believe, man. Shake it off. Let's go. Oh, come on! Oh, we could have maybe actually won that one. I don't know. It was a little. We had very little area to work with, but he was also at very low HP, so we just got to bounce. If he bounced over to us, we could have probably won there. I hate you. Just quit. Oh, God damn it, motherfucker. Come on. I probably should quit shaking my mic like that, or my headset, but, you know. It's just, you gotta do it, man. You gotta do it. Why do I do the things I do? Man, we had him. I made some really bad decisions with my, movement. No! Oh, we would have gotten him! He was gonna bounce right into us if we lived for like 2 more seconds. Fuck, man! Man, he was gonna bounce right into our faces and kill himself, and it would have been fantastic. No! Dude! We so had him! Okay, if we can do those back to back like that, I mean, we've got him. If we can just do the exact same thing except not be bad, we 10,000% have him right here. Okay, not the best start, not awful. Damn it, we kind of fucked up there. Yeah, no, we messed up. What you want to do is you can't cut off the board. I think I've decided that, like, you want to do as much damage as possible in those, like, 2 easy straights that, like, the 2, like, because the first, like, 4 bounces are pretty scripted. Like, they're kind of the same thing every time. But, because, you know, he always goes southeast. You hit him there. That was not exactly the best. Yeah, okay, we fucked up. I just did the exact same thing twice in a row. Like, I just made that exact same mistake twice in a row. So we've been doing this for about I think almost 40 minutes of attempts. And the video recording's at 50 minutes, but, you know, like 10 minutes of that was, or maybe not quite 10 minutes, but about 8 or so of that was, you know, running up here in the first place, and doing all that stuff at the beginning. I'm not quite getting desperate yet, but because, like, I mean, we've had, like, literally 3 times we've had no win hit, you know, and we just couldn't quite close it out. I keep making the same exact mistake of, cutting off the board in 2, and it's like, I know I'm not supposed to do that, but I just keep doing it over and over. Okay, so that's slightly better, but it's like you can't sacrifice your damage too much. At the same time, you need to keep the board clear. And you gotta pick your battles on when you can damage him, but at the same time, when you pick your battles on when you can damage him, then you end up taking too much damage, of course, because you can't dodge the meteors, because even with a full arena, the meteors are very, very hard to dodge. But as the fight goes on, you cut off your area more, and you can't dodge the meteors at all. It's like basically impossible. Like, no human mind can dodge all these meteors. You can maybe dodge like a couple every now and then, and you can also trap yourself because, come on, Adol, just squeeze on through. This is a life or death battle. Can't you shimmy shimmy shaw your way over there? About $1 for every single fucking time that had happened, I would have at least $12. You know? I'd have enough money to buy me some sense to not be doing this anymore. The fact that I did that well on half a screen is, you know, kind of impressive. I mean, we cut ourselves off like pretty much instantly into that fight, and we still did quite good. Like, I keep doing the exact same mistake over and over again. Yo, come here, come here. No, why have you done this to me? You asshole. You know who I really feel sorry for, though? It's not me right now, it's me in the future who has to edit this shit. Because some of these attempts have been quite humorous, and I would like to show them off, especially just to illustrate just how, like, fully showcase how dumb this fight is and how annoyingly difficult it is. You know, you gotta show the struggle before the prevail. You know, it's not as satisfying if it's just, you know, the very first, it's like, oh, I give up, and then cut to the successful attempt. Oh, you gotta illustrate that story there, you know? But editing this is gonna be a fucking bitch and a half, that's all I'm gonna say. Come here, sir. Okay, that's not how you do that. That's not how you do that. Damn, that was the run. Like, we dodged a lot of meteors there, but I just couldn't hit him. I just couldn't hit him. He's too powerful. Please, nerf Dark Fact. I know this game's been out for like 40 years. That doesn't mean, you know, being facetious, but... I mean, we weren't going to win that one anyway because we cut ourselves off, but... It still hurts. It hurts whenever you die with like half HP for the most part, you know. Face me! Face me, you coward! God damn it, man. He wouldn't face me. He wouldn't do it. He's too much of a bitch boy. He doesn't have the resolve to face the one known as at all. The one who's never thought to, you know, jump from ledge to ledge or even hop over when there's just a tiny little piece separating it. Like, come on, my dude. You're supposed to be the legendary chosen warrior and you never just thought you should maybe jump in a life or death battle. Oh, we had him. I wasn't even paying attention and we almost had him. I mean, at this point, the fight is pure muscle memory. Like, honestly, I could probably, like, do it with my eyes closed and do just about as well. That's not really true, but okay, well. As you can see, it's not working because I can't hit him. Well, you know, the one good thing about not doing any damage to him is it gives you plenty of room to work around and get hit by meteors with. Oh, man. Shit is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And I don't even know how long. Well, the recording, I think, was about. I had to stop it because it's raining and my lights kind of flickered. And I think I would die if I lost all this footage due to my power going out. At least then the file, you know. So now I haven't had that happen before, but I did have a situation where I ran out of hard drive space while recording. I don't remember what LP that was. But, you know, it never, like, gave me a message or a warning that, like, yo, dog, you don't have any hard drive space. I mean, OBS was just like, yeah, we're recording, dude. And then you end the recording, and you can't play the video because, you know, it's like it didn't properly save or something. I don't know. Sir, why are you such an asshole? What? Like, I don't get it. This video is gonna be so long. I'm getting there. I'm not quite in give up territory, but is that a sign? Like, is that some like divine intervention? Like, dude, stop. You have a recording of you beating this already. Just use it as the clip. No one will care or even watch this far. You know? Why do I care so much? I just realized this fucker's got like hair, like one little strand of hair, like sweeping over his horn. Like, dude, come on. Oh, come. Why are you so slow, Adal? He sent me to the Shadow Realm. I've been banished to the Shadow Realm. I didn't realize until I looked down that he had 1 fucking HP. Oh, that was like, I was gonna look down, I was like, oh, he still had like a fifth of his HP left. We weren't even that close to winning. No, literally 1 hit. That's the thing that keeps it, because it's not even like, I mean, I've had like 4 or 5 attempts where he's had literally just 1 HP, you know? And we lose. And we lost. Because we covered our exit. You fucker. He was just out of reach, taunting me like victory in this fight taunts me. Alright, we slammed the coffee. This is it. Oh, man. Hit him at the bottom, hit him at the top, hit him at the side. He's gonna come up. Boom! Destroy it. Damn it, you did too much. Wait, no, you still have a tiny bit of room to mess around with, but he's taken way too little damage. What the hell? How does he have so much HP? He should have been at like half that amount. Are you kidding me? Do you see how much fucking HP we had? We even had like a good arena. That was to earn. That was the earn, my dude. That was the run. There was no way. There was no way we would have lost that. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. My soul is in pain. I got banished. Yo, my dude didn't take any damage. I mean, my dude did, but, you know, my enemy here is just, he's like, yo, I'm gonna activate my fucking, whatever they had in 87 to cheat games. I was gonna say, you know, with the game genie, but, you know, this game was on PC originally, and, why? I just gotta remember, you need to hit him not where he is, but where he's going to be. You just gotta be a human geometry thing and perfectly analyze the lines of his movement so that you can be there before he is. It's so obvious, you fool. How could you ever lose to this? Okay, I'm pretty close. I'll give it 9 more minutes and then I'm giving up. I can't just keep doing this for the rest of the day. Face me, why won't you face me? I would like to fight you, Mr. Sir. But you won't fight me because you're a little bitch, and I've been doing this for like 90 minutes. No, why won't he face me? Okay, it's 3 o'clock. This is the last run. No! We had him. We had him. We had him. Well, I think he would have lived with 1 HP because I think we've only been able to double tap him, but... It's not yet 301. Okay, it just turned 301. So that means this is truly the last attempt to destroy the man known as Dark Fact. We are not even close to defeating him. My heart's still beating fast from that second attempt, or that first attempt. I've got the adrenaline, man, I can do it. I just feel it. I can't keep his pattern in my head. I keep forgetting what I'm supposed to do at each stage. I'll tell you one thing, the pattern is not cut yourself into a corner, even though we were doing decent. I mean, considering that we instantly cut ourselves off there. Oh, now the headache is coming in. It's almost been, I don't know, we're not quite at 2 hours yet. Let's go! We did it! Holy shit. 302. I said I'd stop at 3. Fuck me, dude. Give me that motherfucking book. Damn right the Book of Ys has been obtained. I'm gonna read that shit real quick. You know, see what we got up in here. Let's go. Suddenly, in the new light of the rising sun, his siege is stopped. Wherefore it happened no one knows even now, but there was rejoicing, for it meant the end of our suffering. To ensure that he should never return, we have sealed away the power of peace. It lies within 6 books, and it will be given to one who collects them all, so that he may become a guide and lead us to peace. But he who read these words, not the words, those who use the power of demons shall one day be consumed by them. Prosperity held within is a lie. It is he who leads the shape of the forms of evil, or he that leads that shapes the form of evil. All that is jewel and adamant alike is the treasure of Ys, and are given by merciful goddesses. Cool. He held all 6 books. Powerful white light filled his vision, and a great feeling of serenity overtook him. Oh man. At the end of the day, I'm glad I pushed through, even though that took about twice as long as I thought. I thought it'd take like 30 to 40 minutes to get a victory, not an hour and 40 minutes to get a victory. But you know, I love that feeling of whenever you beat a boss after a significant amount of time invested. That just visceral fuck yeah feeling. The morning sun began to rise. Gradually, the sky brightened. The tower's outline began to shimmer like a mirage. As if freed from captivity, birds began to sing and the demons dissolved in the air. Adal felt the weight of a long journey lift from his heart. Well, it wasn't that long. It was only 8 videos. The world was at peace, and it was as though the historic bounty of Ys had been laid before him to fill his eyes and soul. As the things were written in the books vanished one by one, the shapes of the goddesses began to materialize. Though their faces were unfamiliar, for Adal felt in some way that he had always known them. As he looked down upon the earth, he could see Jebba's house, quiet and humble. He wondered if Fina's memory had come back. He decided that when he returned, he would immediately tell her of all that he had seen. Tell me I gotta go down the tower again? Ah, this backtracking, man. A dazzling light, seemingly from all its sides at once, bathed Adal in radiance. He felt certain that it must be wishing him peace and good fortune. Well, couldn't it have done that before we fought the most annoying boss of all time? And so Adal began a new journey. What's the new journey? Oh my god, we'll never know. Actually, we will, because as I previously mentioned, I'm going to play through. You know, we'll take a pretty decent little break from Ys. I don't know if it'll quite be a year like we had from Origin to this game, but you know, probably at least a 6-month or so break before I jump into Ys 2. It's a decent bit longer, and overall just a better game, so, you know. Oh, you can see it. You can see it up there in the sky. There's Ys. That's kind of... I never even noticed that previously. That big old rock. That's Ys up there. Oh, hit me with the credits. Let's go. Like 12 people made this game, so they're not that long. Well, I think they scroll super slow because like 12 people made this game. I think it was I don't know. But yeah, that's the first Ys game. You know, the start of a very long-running series. It's got what? Are there 9 Ys games? I think there's 8 mainline ones in Ys Origin, I believe. Maybe it's 7, and I don't know. There's a lot of these games, and I've only played, you know, as mentioned, I've only beaten Origin, the first 2, and then I never finished 3. I got to like the very end, and then just never pushed through to finish it. And all the ones since then I haven't, you know, I don't really know too much about. But there's some singing here. It's kind of quiet. I don't know if it'll actually really show up on the recording. I can tweak OBS audio real quick. Oh, whoops! I didn't realize that was gonna. You know, it's got some anime singing girls. Cool. Man, that did feel good because I mean I was very close to giving up because I said 3 p.m. was like my we have to stop here, right? And then I did the one run at 3, and then I did one more right after, and then I think that third or fourth run after 3 o'clock was the one. Man, the thing that was so frustrating about that is so many times we had him at 1 HP. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this. you know, initially what I was thinking was, when I thought this was only take like 40 minutes, not, you know, an hour and 40 minutes, was cutting in some of the more humorous attempts and things like that. But there were so many of them, because there were so many times that, again, those times we got him down to like 1 HP and, you know, just flailed around and things like that, or when I got deleted and sent to the Shadow Realm. Like those times where just like right at the very beginning you get off to a good start and then it's like, nope, you fell into the hole, bitch. God, imagine if you had to do that fight and if like you actually fell, like you could fall off the stage, like not just like in the way when the hole opens underneath you, but just like at any time where there's a hole you could just fall off. That fight would actually be literally impossible, I think. But dude, look how slow these credits are, because 12 people made this. I think there were more people credited for the fucking song than there were actually making the fucking game. Oh man, it's kind of crazy how, you know, back in the day how few people were needed to create these things, and nowadays you got hundreds of people working to make one game. Not, you know, I'm not saying that's like a bad thing or anything, but it's just interesting. But I don't know if there's like too much to add. I mean, I really enjoy the game. I would never recommend playing it on the highest difficulty. It's not as, it's probably, I mean, some of the bosses are good, but just the actual tedium of getting to the bosses, it's not very fun on Nightmare. In all honesty, because just kind of, it's not that bad, since, I mean, you know, you're not really punished for running past monsters, since this isn't like a real RPG or anything. But overall, I mean, the boss fights are very fun. I mean, as much as I hate Dark Fact, it's a cool fight. I mean, the one thing that I do is, I mean, how much it respects your time, that it's so fast. I mean, like, successful run was probably, what, like 30 seconds maybe? Like, if that, maybe even including the dialogue, it was like 30 seconds long. And so, it's got that very quickness to it, of just like, I almost had it, you know, just, it's very addictive. And yeah, I don't know, it's very interesting kind of system, like the way the boss fights work, because they're not about, you know, it's just like about movement and things. It's not really something you see that much in games, just due to the way the weird combat system this game has. But yep, it's continued in Ys 2, where stuff happens. Like I said, we'll play it eventually. It's a better game. It's like, without a doubt, it's a better game. It has a bit of a story. I mean, this game actually has, considering that it came out in like 87, it's got a pretty, you know, the fact that a story exists is nice. I'll give it that. Like all the NPCs and stuff have like dialogue and things, and they're not just like, granted, like, you know, this isn't the original version. This is a remake, so I don't know exactly like what's been added and what's been changed from the very first release. But yeah, that's the game. We beat it. We did it on Nightmare on April 4th, 2019. You'll probably see this video in what, a month? Maybe a little over a month, because this is part 8, and part 5 goes up tomorrow. So, no, part 5 goes up the day after tomorrow. Oh yeah, I just remembered, I need to set up some videos to be scheduled over the weekend, because I'm not going to be here. I've got to go to a thing over the weekend, so hopefully I won't miss any videos. But if, you know, back on April 5th/6th there's no video, you know why. It's because I was out of town and I forgot to schedule things. But yeah, that's going to be it for this LP, guys. I have no clue what we're going to do next. Not going to be Ys 2, most likely. Granted, I've said that I'm not going to do the sequel to a game immediately after, and I've lied before, so, you know, who knows. At the end of the day, there's no predicting what I'll end up doing. But I'm XtraCheesy87, stay tuned for the next part, and bye guys.